तदारजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्रये चेत ऐतिरनाविद्धम् स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति तदारजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्रये चेत ऐतिरनाविद्धम् स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति
तदारजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्रये चेतैर्नाविद्धम् तदारजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्रये चेतैर्नाविद्धम् स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति तदारजस्तमो भावः कामलोभादयश्रये चेतैर्नाविद्धम् स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति
Tada. At that time. Which time? Anybody remembers last sloka? Last time. What time? Nashtaprayashu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishti. At that time. So it is a continuation from the previous sloka. At that time. Tada. Rajaha, in the mode of passion. Tamaha, the mode of ignorance. Maha, the situation. Kama, lust and desire. Lobha, anger. Adyaha, others. Cha, and ye, whatever they are. Chetaha, the mind. Etaihi, by these. Anavidham, without being affected. Sthitam, being fixed. Sattve, in the mood of goodness. Prasidati, thus becomes fully satisfied. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Chadar and Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness, and he becomes completely. Please repeat. As soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart, the effects of nature's modes of passion and ignorance, such as lust, desire, and hankering, disappear from the heart. Then the devotee is established in goodness, and he becomes completely happy. But a living being in his normal constitutional position is fully satisfied in spiritual bliss. This state of existence is called Brahma Bhuta or Atmanandi, or the state of self-realization. This self-realization is not like the satisfaction of the inactive fool. The inactive fool is in the state of foolish ignorance, whereas the self-realized Atmanandi is transcendental to the material state of existence. This stage of perfection is attained as soon as one is fixed in irrevocable devotional service. Devotional service is not inactivity, but the unalloyed activity of the soul. The soul's activity becomes adulterated in contact with matter, and as such, the The disease activities are expressed in the form of lust, desire, anger, inactivity, foolishness, and sleep. The effect of devotional service becomes manifest by complete elimination of these effects of passion and ignorance. The devotee is fixed at once in the mode of goodness, and he makes further progress to rise to the position of Vasudeva, or the state of unmixed sattva or Shuddha sattva. Only in this Shuddha sattva state can one always see Krishna eye to eye by dint of pure affection for the Lord. A devotee is always in the mode of unalloyed goodness. Therefore, he harms no one. But the non-devotee, however educated he may be, is always harmful. A devotee is neither foolish nor passionate. The harmful, foolish, and passionate cannot be devotees of the Lord. However, they may advertise themselves as devotees by outward dress. A devotee is always qualified with all the good qualities of the God. Quantitatively, such qualifications may be different, but qualitatively, both the Lord and His devotees are one and the same. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prachami Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Dikshitani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So these five shlokas starting from 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. These are the shlokas Prabhupada writes in his Jagadutta diary when he was traveling. Very important shlokas about how a person can advance in spiritual life. And these are like sequence, like Bhagavad Gita में हम देखते हैं ना, 2.62 and 63 कैसे गुस्सा आता है उसका सीक्वेंस है यहाँ आए तो विषयान then संगस्ते शुद्धाय संगत संजायते कामा कामात क्रोधो विजाय. So suddenly somebody will not get anger. So there is a sequence. Similarly, in this five shlokas, it is a sequence of how our heart gets purified and how do we hear this message. So 17 was Shrantam Swakatha Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hridantastohi Abhadrani Vidunoti Suratsava Vidunoti. All the desire, material desire, Vidunoti cleanses. Chale, it will not remain in our. Then what will happen? As soon as the desire, material desire go away, Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu. By constantly hearing, regular hearing this message, all the material desire is reduced to or destroyed to Prayeshu. Prayeshu means anybody remembers? Almost nil. Your material desire will reduce to not nil, almost nil. Because still some material desire remains. We have to purify them. If we purify our material desires, then all the inauspiciousness, abadreshu, will go away. But how? Nityam Bhagavata Seva. That is the reason Prabhupada in his organization, uh, in his organization has given a regular schedule. What is that schedule? Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Every day Bhagavatam should happen. It is not that. Yes. So, Nityam Bhagavata Seva. Nityam means every day. It is not occasional. Nityam, then only purification will happen. Why Nityam? Because every day we are associating with material nature and material moods. So when every day we are associating with negative power, every day some positive power is also required. Like if you fast every day, will there be energy in the body? There will be no energy. That is the reason we have to eat. And when we eat, there is something secretion which is created. And that is the reason we have to go to washroom also. So that pulse will go. So every day things are required. Every day hearing is because if Krishna message gets stuck here, then nothing else will come. So to make the Krishna's message fixed in our heart, this Nityam Bhagavad Seva is very, very. And then Bhaktir Bhavati Naishti. Bhakti means service or devotional service. Prabhupada says here loving service. Loving service will come or comes into being in one's heart. So here the meaning was by regular attendance in the classes of Bhagavatam and by rendering the service to the pure devotees, all the troubles, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised by transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. So when the troublesome thing in the heart is completely destroyed, then Lord will be saved. And then today it is said, now what happened? First, what happened? What we did? Shravana, Shandvatam, Sokata, Krishna. Then what happened? Nashtapayashu. And here it says, as soon as, at that time, as soon as irrevocable loving service is established in the heart. So Nashtapayashu, what established? Loving service. As soon as the loving service established in the heart, the effect of nature of modes of passion and ignorance disappears. Now, what are the effects of modes of passion and ignorance? Lust, desire, and anger. Lust, desire, and hankering. This will start going. Now, till loving service established, they are still there. They have not gone away. But as soon as loving service will establish, then these things will start going away from the devotees. Lust, desire, and hankering. Now, what hankering do we have? What kind of hankering all of us have? We don't have spiritual hankering, that is for sure. If we had spiritual hankering, we would have not been there. We have still material hankerings. Okay? Then lust. Lust doesn't mean only women. Many things Prabhupada says, whichever is drawing our mind, like somebody is gambling, people have that share market. That is also lust. Because mind is constantly engaged. अभी क्या रेट है? कौन सा गिरा? कौन सा ऊपर उठा? किस पर पैसा डालना है? किसमें से पैसा निकालना है? This is also one kind of lust. So which enrages our mind to work, and that comes because of the mode of passion. And then desire, what desire we have? Material desires. We do have spiritual desire also, but material desires overpowers those. spiritual desires. But as soon as loving service establishes, these things will go. So now, a test to all of us is we can see, have these things gone away? Has loving service established in our heart? Is Lord there in my heart or material desires are there in my heart? So this is a test for us. Whenever we chant, whenever daily we do our sadhana, this is a test for us. Today, how much I have progressed from the previous day. Every day there should be progression. Like every day when a person works, he'll get salary. If doesn't work, salary is not there. If you work for 25 days, salary is for 25 days. So the day he works, the day he progresses to get his salary. He'll work for the entire month salary comes. He does more good work, incentive will come. Exactly in the same way, devotees like we should have this calculation. What better have I done today from my previous? What extra have I read today from my previous? So these extra things will help us to progress in our spiritualism. Very simple and important. Simple. This one. With a simple calculation of salary, we can understand, but very, very important. And if we miss this simple thing, we will miss the most important things. So, if these things goes away from a person's heart, then what happens? Sthitam satve prasidati. He will be situated in prasidati. Prasidati means he will become fully satisfied. And sattva means he will become situated in which mode? Mode of goodness. Now, when ignorance and passion will go away, naturally mode of goodness will come. Because three modes are there. There is no fourth mode. So when two modes goes away, one will be situated in the third mode, that is pure goodness, not pure goodness. Pure goodness will come further. So here it says, then the devotee is established in the mode of goodness and he becomes completely happy. And today, entire world is searching after what? Happiness. Where can I get this happiness? Which is the place where I can get happiness? So this is the place where you can get happiness. But there is a sequence. Sequence is Shinvatam Swagata Krishna, then Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu, then you will be situated Sthitam Sattve Prasad. So nothing happens by chance or nothing happens abruptly. If somebody has to commit suicide, immediately he'll get a thought and he'll commit suicide. Or somebody has to get divorced. Today marriage, tomorrow divorce, it will happen in one day. No, there is a sequence. For everything there is a sequence. So sequence means some activity is done and results. Like suppose a karma comes to us. Can karma come instantly or without any thing we have done? No, karma comes because there is a sequence. We have created karma, the results is coming to us. So nothing happens by chance in this material world. Oh, by chance, okay. No. Accidentally by chance, nahi. So there is a sequence. So today in this text, it is a formula for happiness. And Prabhu says, and he become completely happy. So whenever we want to preach to people, do you know the formula for happiness? So we should tell this is the formula for happiness. And not only happiness, complete happiness. So in purport, Prabhupada brings some good points. Before that, Krishna was attacked by different demons in Vrindavan. So, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he has brought some conclusions from different leelas of Krishna. That with what leela, what had happened, and what has gone on. Like when Putana came to kill Krishna, what was her desire? Her desire was to kill Krishna. Now, to kill Krishna, she has took a form. Generally, we see parents also we consider a form of guru. Guru means somebody who teaches us, somebody who's care for us. So in the same caring mood, what was the caring mood? Putna decided she should feed the child. That was her desire. She came in the form of a mother to give motherly affection, to give something to Krishna, so that ultimate motive was something different. But her desire was to feed Krishna, to give uh, breast milk and take her life. Now, what does Guru does in our life in that form? Guru comes in our life to take our life back to Godhead. Guru's desire is कि this jiva is suffering here, he should come to spiritual world, stay with Krishna. That is Guru's desire. Guru doesn't want us to suffer here. But our desire is so much that let's be here. Don't go somewhere anywhere. That is the reason Guru has to again call. Come for classes, come for this thing, that thing. So our desire is always material. But Guru's desire is he will try to pull our material desire down and bring us to the spiritual life. So this Bhutana, she came in the form of false guru, false mother. What was her desire? To cheat, to kill Krishna. That was her desire. So with Bhutana, what do we learn? She is a form of a false guru who comes in the life and wants to take away life, but Supreme Lord will never let that. That is what we can learn from Putana's life, how Krishna killed Putana. Then which was the next demon who came to kill Krishna? उसके पहले card demon, Shaktasura. So Shaktasura when he came, what did Krishna do? Just by touching the toe of his leg, lotus feet, he immediately broke down the entire card. So today, we all have burdens of bad habits. But the moment we take up the Krishna consciousness, Krishna will break that burden of bad habits and make us free from all those things. So, with even those bad habits are there, we surrender to Krishna, he will break our card of bad habits. That is what we learn from the life of Shaktasura, how Krishna broke the entire card of bad habits. Then next comes the third demon is Trinavar. So what is the learning from Trinavar? What did Trinavarta had? What kind of negative? Yes, that was it, Trinavarta. But what he had what kind of desire he had in him? I am very, very powerful. He had false ego that with my word, with what I can do, I can destroy the entire Vrindavan and also Krishna. So Lord removed that false ego also. How did he break? He was taking Krishna very, very high. And he thought that I will take Krishna very high, and what do I do? I throw Krishna. And what will happen? With that, Krishna will be killed. So immediately Lord stopped him, and he could not go any further. Krishna is small child, but still he became heavier than the heaviest. And he broke his false ego. So when somebody keeps on getting into false ego, Krishna will break that false ego also. Then next, which is the demon came? Vatsasura, yes. He was in which form? He was in the calf form. By killing a calf, what Krishna teaches us? What kind of mentality calf generally has? Which kind of mentality calf has? Childish mentality. And he was in a child mentality that I'm a calf, and calf, how much he can do anything. So that Vatsasura, he took the form of a calf, thinking that with this I can cheat Krishna. I can take Krishna away and cheat him and kill him. So Krishna even broke that childish mentality of Sasura also. Then next was Bakasura. So what kind of mentality Bakasura had? Huh? Eating iron, very true. Eating mentality. He was thinking that with my beak, I can break Krishna. So he was very cunning mentality. He was thinking that I will swallow Krishna, make my food, and be happy for lifetime. Because Kamsa, Kamsa told him that if you kill Krishna, I will give you food entire life. You will not have to worry. So that mentality of Bakasura also was broken by Krishna. Then next was Aghasura. So Aghasura was one of the envious kind of person. What he used to do, he opened his mouth wide and thought that in my body all the cowherd boys should come and then I'll crush them. So what kind of mentality is this? Cruel mentality. Today people have that cruel mentality. And creating violence. He wanted to create violence. He wanted to bring violence among Krishna's friends. So that mentality he had. So, an envious person with cruel mentality and creating violence, that also was destroyed by Krishna. By killing which demon? Adhasura. Okay, next what Leela happened? Brahma Vimohana Leela. So, in this Brahma Vimohana Leela, what Brahmaji did, he took away the friends of Krishna, and then what Brahma thought, I want to play with Krishna. I want to play with fire. Even though Krishna is fire, he wanted to play with fire. And then what he did is he took away the cowherd boys and calves to his celestial abode just for a moment. Just for a moment. And in the moment, what happened in earth? Entire 1 year was passed. So Krishna, Brahma wanted to bewilder Krishna by this pastime. But what happened? Brahma got bewildered by Krishna's pastime because Krishna expanded himself in thousands of cowherd boys and calves. How many calves were there? Anybody knows?
2 lakh calves.
Prabhupada says millions were there. You cannot even count that many calves and cows. Krishna expanded himself in that many forms. And even then the boys were there, boys and tiffin boxes, etc. Because everything was taken by Brahma. Brahma didn't leave anything. Everything Brahma took. So Krishna has to expand in every form, cowherd boy, then tiffin boxes, then Datilova and all those things. Every form Krishna expanded. And after expansion, as soon as Brahma came, he got bewildered. So we all are bewildered by what today? Mundane activities. So Krishna wants to remove that mundane activities which we are bewildered with and make us situated in Krishna conscious activities. So that is what the pastime of Brahma Vimohana Leela. Then which demon Krishna Balramji killed? Dhenukasura. So when Krishna Balramji killed Dhenukasura, Dhenuka was engrossed with what? Pride, gross material intelligence. That was in Dhenukasura. I am the caretaker of this particular province, and nobody can come here. Even a bird cannot come here. That is what the pride, that is what the material intelligence he had got. So Krishna killed that. Balramji killed Dhenukasura by rolling him. And then next was which Leela? Kaliya Daman. So Kaliya was full of envy, hatred, malice. These were the qualities of Kaliya. And by killing Kaliya, Krishna killed these qualities from the nature also. So with 1111 Leela, Krishna is killing one activity, one bad habits or bad consciousness that we all have in all of us. And then came Pralambasura. again the demon and killed by Prabhu killed by Balaram. So with this, which kind of anartha Krishna kills by killing Prabhu? What do you think? Which kind of anartha Krishna would have killed us? So Pralambasura had too much of uh, consciousness of I am the wealthiest, I am the strongest. So fruity mentality. He had the mentality I can do whatever I want, and he took the help of Agni Daitya. Agni Daitya demon he took the help. So with the Pralambasura killing, Krishna kills the lust in us. Lust means too much of desiring, too much of hankering. So with that, Pralambasura, Krishna kills this anartha. And then came the demon Shankhachuda. Who was Shankhachuda? Anybody knows? When he came, when Krishna was with the gopis, this demon came to disturb Krishna's pastime, and thus he was killed by Krishna. So he took away gopis, and then gopis called out for Krishna, and then Krishna went and killed him. So that was Shankachuda. So by killing Shankachuda demon, Krishna kills the anarthas of name and fame. He was thinking that I am very famous, I can do, and he was trying to disturb the pastime of the Lord. So the Lord killed him. Then came Arishtasura. Arishtasura had been killed, and with this, Krishna kills the pride in the person because he was very proud, very big body he had, and then he killed KCD. By killing KCD demon, Krishna kills the vanity. What is vanity? Anybody? Vanity is again somebody who is thinking that excessive pride. Vanity means excessive pride. How did Krishna kill KCD demon? Anybody? How did Krishna kill? He put his hand in his mouth and choked up his throat and he killed the Keshi demon. So, with vanity, excessive pride was there with the Keshi demon, so he killed them. And the next verse, Vyomasura. What was Vyomasura doing? Vyomasura demon, he mixed in the Krishna's company and then he was taking one friend to one place and putting them in the cave. And by putting them in the cave, he was blocking them and he was not letting them come out. So, what is the learning from KCD? Kidding. We should always be careful in selecting our company because he was a friend, and with the taking the group of a friend, he was picking up the one friend and putting it into the team. So, very important to select good friends also. So these are the things which Bhakti Vinod Thakur has told ki how with these pastimes of Krishna, the devotees can remove the different type of anarthas, impurities which are hidden in all of us. And by removing this type of anarthas, what will be established in our heart? Loving devotional service. So now to establish loving devotional service in our heart and to become completely happy, some of the important points which Prabhupada brings is the stage of perfection is attained as soon as one is fixed in irrevocable devotional service. So when happiness comes, when we are fixed in devotional service. And which kind of devotional service? Irrevocable, not deviating. That is important. To be fixed in irrevocable devotional service. And here it Prabhupada says one word that is Shuddha Sattva. Sattva gun we would have all heard. What is this Shuddha Sattva? What is Shuddha Sattva? So when you cross these three modes, we are situated in Sattva Guna. Then after crossing the Sattva Guna, this stage comes, that is Shuddha Sattva. Like we start chanting every day. What is that initial beginning stage known as Nama Aparad stage? We chant when we are doing Aparad also. And then we get little purified by Aparad. What kind of chanting we are doing? Pure chanting. And after we cross this pure chanting stage, also this stage comes, that is Shuddha Sattva stage. That is the topmost thing. In this stage, when we take the mala, when we start chanting, we are not aware of anything beyond chanting. We are not aware of anything nearby us. Nothing will disturb us. We are fully fixed in the chanting of the holy name of Krishna. So this is the benefit of reaching that state. I don't think that I cannot reach that state. Everybody can reach that state. And how Prabhupada says, the soul's activity becomes adulterated in contact with matter, and as such, the disease activities are expressed in the form of lust, desire, anger, inactivity, foolishness, and sleep. These are the things which are keeping us in this material world. What are those? Lust, anger, hankering, desire, inactivity. What is inactivity? Prabhupada says, don't be inactive. Always be active. Even in sleep, you should be active. How? By constantly remembering the Lord. Like there was one pastime where Arjuna visits Dwarka, and Krishna very nicely receives him, and then he's given one place to take rest. So Arjuna was taking rest because he just came, and then Krishna came, and then Krishna told Rukmani Devi to go and call for Arjuna. And as soon as Rukmani Devi goes to call Arjuna, Arjuna is sleeping but calling out Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So she is bewildered. Why Arjuna is constantly calling Krishna? And how is it that Arjuna is constantly calling Krishna? And then she comes to Krishna and asks that I tried to call him, but he's sleeping, but he's calling you Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So Krishna tells Rukmani Devi that this is the absorption required for a devotee. So even in sleep, he will keep on calling Krishna. He will not be thinking anything else. He's constantly absorbed in Krishna. That is the absorption required. So whenever we are inactive, always keep remembering Krishna. That's the reason that there was one line Prabhupada says, now always remember Krishna, never forget. So in devotees' life, there is no inactivity, it's always active. But the moment we think we are in inactive state, we are falling into this loop of passion and ignorance. Then foolishness and then sleep. So in sleep, if in sleep we are dreaming, means we are falling prey of mode of ignorance and passion. But if in sleep we are dreaming about the Lord, His activities, or constantly chanting, then we are not at all in. We are in sattva mode. So this mode of goodness, passion, ignorance, it is there in daydream and in night dream also. So daydream is what we are actively seeing each other. Night dream is what we close our eyes and dream. So in both the dreams, these modes are active. We may think, oh, I am in mode of ignorance. But as soon as our gross body goes in mode of ignorance, subtle body comes into these three modes, passion, ignorance, and goodness. So what kind of dream is coming to us? We can define our sleep in the mode of passion, ignorance, and goodness. So the effect of devotional service becomes manifest by complete elimination of these effects of passion and ignorance. The devotee is fixed at once in the mode of goodness and makes further progress to rise to the position of Vasudeva or the state of unmixed sattva or Shuddha sattva. Today, even we reach the sattva stage or in pure goodness stage, still there is a mixture. Bhagavad Gita very nicely described that in goodness there is a tinge of passion, ignorance. In passion there is a mix of sattva and tamo, and in tamaguna there is a mixture of sattva and When we cross these three, then we actually become situated in Sattva. And when we cross that Sattva stage also, then we will be situated in Vasudeva state or Shuddha Sattva. So it is a sequence, gradual progression to reach the Shuddha Sattva state. And what Prabhupada says, only in this Shuddha Sattva state can one always see Krishna eye to. Now somebody wants to see Krishna eye to eye, he has to cross this stage and be situated. Prabhupada was always see Krishna. Pure devotees always see Krishna eye to eye because they are situated in Shuddha Sattva state or pure goodness. But we are not like that. Many people will challenge. Can you show me God? So he has to first situate it with Shuddha Sattva. Then only he can see God. Or else how will he see God? So unless there is a practice, unless there is a uh, some sacrifice, then only one can see Krishna face to face, eye to eye, by dint of pure affection for the Lord. So there should be affection. There should not be a challenge. By challenge, one cannot see Krishna. See, Dhruv Maharaj, he went to his mother and said, I want kingdom bigger than my father. How can I get it? Mother said, I don't. But I heard that whatever one desires, Lord will give it. Where I can find Lord? Mother said, I don't know, but Rishi Muni, they will do tapasya in jungle. Probably you can also go there and do tapasya and find out whether Lord is there or not. So he went and he started doing tapasya. So he didn't have any desire for seeing the Lord. But he had desire that I should see the Lord and ask from him the material desire. So a slight affection he got to see the Lord. And then he went and he did tapasya and he saw the Lord face to face. So that was not pure affection for that, for us to know, for us to understand. That was not pure affection. But still seeing the determination of the devotee, the way he is performing tapasya, the way he is determined to achieve kingdom bigger than his father, Lord gave him darshan and immediately went away from his sight. Same thing happened with Narad Muni also. Because he has learned from the Mahabhagavatas, he went to, he left everything, went to the north and he started doing tapasya and he saw the darshan of the Lord. But for a moment, and as soon as he wanted to touch the feet, Lord disappeared. So what does Lord do? Lord increases the desire of devotee so that devotee is drawn to. This is what the desire of Lord is. So more we want to get drawn, more we have to get purified. And for purification, these are the methods which is given to us. Then further Prabhupada says, a devotee is always in the mode of unalloyed goodness. This is a talk of who? A devotee. Today we are all not devotees. We are all practitioners. When we will get some purification, then we will become devotees. We are all practitioners too. Because devotee is situated in unalloyed goodness. What is goodness and what is unalloyed goodness? Unalloyed means pure goodness. Shuddha Sattva, what we are saying. So one is a devotee is always in the mode of unalloyed goodness. Therefore, he harms no one. An example is Yudhishthira Maharaj. Great example. He never harmed anybody. He accepted whatever bad has happened to him. Even in Dias match, even in when they were in exile, that time also Kauravas created problem. Still he accepted. Like once there was a time when Duryodhana wanted to go and see and tell them that see I have got so much of property. He wanted to show them down. And then what happened? There was a fight with Kauravas and Gandharvas. And Gandharvas captured everybody and they kept him and they were about to take him to their abode. So one person went to the Pandavas because they were there only. And Yudhishthira Maharaj immediately told, go, all the four brothers, go and bring our brothers. So he had that affection. He never saw that Kauravas are our enemy, but that is why the word used for Yudhishthira is, what is the word used for Yudhishthira Maharaj? He doesn't have any enemy. What is the word used? Hmm? Ajat Shatru. He has no enemy. So that is a pure devotee. He is situated in unalloyed goodness. And that pure devotee is seeing Krishna face to face. All Pandavas see Krishna face to face. Even Kauravas are seeing, but they are not treating Krishna as God. They are treating Krishna as an ordinary person. That is a difference of seeing by a devotee and by a non-devotee. Further Prabhupada says, but the non-devotee, however educated he may be, let's see example of Duryodhana, however educated he may be, is always harmful. A devotee is neither foolish nor passionate. The harmful, foolish and passionate cannot be devotee of the Lord. Harmful, foolish and passionate cannot be a devotee of the Lord. However, they may advertise themselves as devotees by outward dress. A devotee is always qualified with all the good qualities of God. Quantitatively, such qualifications may be different. So, quantitatively there is difference, but quality is same. So, devotee has the same quality as that of the Lord. And every day we sing, what is that? Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra. All the scripture says, Guru is as good as Hari. Sakshat Haritvena Samasta Shastra. So all the scripture describe the same thing, that a guru has the same qualifications as that of Krishna. Quantity might be different. In quantity there is a difference. And even in us, there are some godly qualities, but quantity is very, very minute. And what is a beautiful example Prabhupada gives? A gold ring and a gold mine. Gold mine has huge amount of gold, but gold ring has very minute amount compared to the quantity of gold mines. So pure devotees have seen Krishna, they are coming here to show us Krishna. But we becoming foolish don't want to see Krishna. So it says harmful, foolish and passionate people cannot be devotees of God. So we have to come out of this passion. We have to be situated in mode of goodness. By performing our sadhana, we can easily be situated in this goodness and even come to the level of Shuddha Sattva. It is not difficult. Like many devotees, when they were doing during the Corona time, when Prabhu started taking this japa classes, the devotee who really truly followed those 108 modules, they could feel the vibration of the holy name. So it's easy. But today we are all in this passionate mode and sometimes ignorance mode also. So this last desire, hankering, inactivity, foolishness, we have to slowly overcome and try to situate it in the Sattva. Being situated in the Sattva, we will get those qualities and we'll come to the level of becoming devotees. Okay. So I shall stop. Anybody has any questions? So we'll stop. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की विश्व गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की